Can you talk about what you're asking Senator Udall to do now as he leaves the Senate, having been defeated in Colorado?
Well, he may have the opportunity, getting his hands on the full report. He doesn't have to read it into the Senate record. It's already in the Senate record because it's the record of a committee. So you don't have to duplicate that. What he has to do is exercise the speech and debate clause, take this record of 6,000 pages, put a press release describing why he's doing it, and release it to the public. It's that simple. Most members of Congress, unfortunately, don't fully understand that there's three functions that representatives have to perform. One is to inform the public, two is to legislate, and three is to have oversight. And so what we have with the release of this document the summary was an oversight. They conducted oversight and they released it to the public. Madison, Jefferson, James Wilson, George Washington all felt that the most important function of representation was to inform the people as to what their government is doing. And so this is all that the Feinstein Committee has done thus far, but we need to see the entire record so that it can be probed. I'll give you an example. I'm very concerned about the egregious corruption that has brought about the incarceration of Dr. Afia Siddiqui. Now, does her name show up in the 150 names that are in the summary or in the several thousand names? Because she has been put in jail because, one, she's not a terrorist, and she suffered 5 years of rendition at the hands of the American government and the Pakistani government, who has paid off with bonuses for that. Amy, let me touch upon the arguments that are made with respect to the report that's already been released. And that is very simply that this is partisan. Well, it's not partisan. The study began in the committee with both the Democrats and Republicans. But when the Republican leadership began to see what was unfolding, well, they withdrew. They withdrew their staff people working on the documents. Now, what are the documents? And this goes to the issue, well, they didn't interview us. Well, you're going to interview these people? Do you think they're going to tell you the truth? These documents are internal emails, communications that really indict themselves in the wrongdoing. And that's what the documents show. So now, when we talk about the partisanship, it's not the partisanship. This is not a democratic deal. This is a very simple, straightforward, under the Constitution, reporting to the American people what their government has done. And the dialogue that just took place before I came on, it just shows the level of debasement of the American morality that's taken place over the years with we're not talking about people off the street doing this. We're talking about elites that are deeply involved with the military debasing our morality. And then the comment is, well, there's no reaction from the American people. There's no way for the people to react until Election Day, and by that time, it's too confused.
Well, Senator Gravel, going back to your decision in 1971 to speak out, I imagine that you were under pressure to not take the action that you did. What factored into your decision, and how did you prepare?
Well, I didn't have to prepare. When I was 23 years old, I was a top secret control officer in the Communications Intelligence Service. Now, back then, we wiretapped and opened people's mail wantonly. This was in Europe. Now, move forward, I'm now 42 years old, and I'm in the United States Senate. Nixon sends over the Pentagon Papers to the Senate and to the House.
15
it's
seconds,
put in
Senator
a room
Gravel.
under armed guard, and a senator, no staff members allowed, but a senator can't go in and even taking notes. Now, if at 42 and a United States senator, I can't do that, but when I was 23, I could do that wantonly. I mean, it shows you how silly we are trapped in this unbelievable culture of secrecy that is in the military and is permeated through the rest of our culture.